Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on the 2-hour time frame for Bitcoin, because currently we are potentially about to break out from this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which in the case that it does break out on this 2-hour time frame would set up a price target of about 90K in the Bitcoin price. Of course, if we are talking about invalidation for this pattern after it breaks out, of course, that would be if we, for example, break out and from there trade back below the point of the breakout with confirmed candle closes. So that is something to potentially look out for, because in the case that that happens, it means that we need to cross off this price target and it is no longer active at that point. Besides that, on this 4-hour time frame, so a little bit higher time frame here, technically we are still breaking down from this symmetrical triangle pattern, which has a price target of about 69K in the Bitcoin price. And of course, since the start of this breakout, we saw about a 10% move to the downside as well. However, yesterday we confirmed this massive bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, as well as on the daily time frame. And in the case you don't know, a bullish divergence typically points towards us getting a break from all of this bearish price action that we have been seeing here recently. So likely we get some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum on this 4-hour time frame. And yes, even potentially on this daily time frame as well. Most importantly, right now on this 4-hour time frame is breaking above this level of resistance at around 84,000, as well as, of course, just breaking out from this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Besides that, another milestone, if we were to break out above this descending line of resistance, would be getting a 4-hour candle close above the point of the breakout here at 85.5K, because this would actually invalidate this massive symmetrical triangle pattern that has this currently active bearish breakout. So be on a very close lookout for potential areas of resistance and make sure you're paying close attention to the charts as well, because a rejection from one of these levels is still completely possible, even from the point of the breakout here, for example. So like I said, make sure to pay attention to the charts, because this is actually a critical time in the market. Next, taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, first of all, on this 3-day time frame. Just now, as I'm recording this video, we actually took out this big pocket of liquidity sitting at around 83.4K. And the next big pockets of liquidity to the upside are, for example, sitting at 84.6K. So that could be an area where the Bitcoin price gets attracted to, although we should pay attention to this liquidity to the downside as well, sitting around this 81K level and even 82,000 as well. That is about it in terms of short-term pockets of liquidity. If we actually zoom out to this 2-week time frame, notice how we do have most of the liquidity to the upside, for example, at around 85K, 87K, 91K, and even 95,000 on this 2-week time frame. However, there are also big pockets of liquidity around that 81K level, like I said. Next, moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables for today. Yesterday, we saw another big net outflow from the Bitcoin ETFs of over $370 million in a single day of trading. So for now, we are continuing to see massive outflows from these Bitcoin ETFs every single day, and this is having a downwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. So to summarize here, technically Bitcoin is still in a downtrend, so we should be open to the possibility of more downside from here, even if it is going to be a rejection from around this 90K level or something like that. Notice how on this 1-day time frame we are also still in a downtrend in the RSI, and like I've been saying many times before, you will not see me flip high time frame bullish before we are actually breaking out above this RSI trend line, as well as breaking out above this descending trend line in the Bitcoin price. However, we are starting to see some potential reversal signals in the form of this bullish divergence on the 1-day time frame, but also these bullish divergences on the lower time frames as well, and even this inverse head and shoulders on the 2-hour time frame. So again, to summarize here, on the lower time frames, there are potentially some bullish opportunities coming up. However, on the 1-day time frame, the picture is actually less clear because we are still in a downtrend, but are seeing some potential reversal signals. So you can do with that information what you like. Either way, this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.